Hi, my name is Dr. Keith Travis. I'm the owner of Travis Chiropractic. We're at 10135 South Delaware in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And today what I'd like to do is just tell you a little bit about what we do in our office. I find that a lot of people have never been to a chiropractor or really just have no idea some of the issues that we see in our office. So today I'm just going to talk about a few things that we do see on a daily basis and how it may apply to you or someone that you love. One of the biggest things that we see on a daily basis in our office are repetitive stress injuries. Now that can come from anywhere. Most often we see it from someone that's sitting at a computer all day, typing, doing different things on the phone, someone who has a driving job, who spends a lot of time in the car, or just someone who goes into work and has the same functions day in and day out. And what that does is it starts to put a lot of stress on one area, typically in your spine or in one of your extremities like your wrist or your elbow or your knee. Now as that stress is on that particular area, things start to shift and we start to see damage and pressure on the nervous system and on the joint itself. Over time that continues to get worse and worse and it starts to cause a lot of issues. So one thing that we always like to do is evaluate people in their daily jobs and their different stresses that they see to see if there's anything going on with their spine or their nervous system. A lot of times people will start to feel a little ache, say in their shoulder for example, and maybe into their neck or down to their arm. And what we like to do is find out if this issue is coming from some kind of compression of soft tissue or the joint. And from there what we do is evaluate them and find out exactly what we can do to help them. So if we get to the issue early, typically we can fix that pretty easy and prevent that from becoming a bigger issue later on. And that's one of the biggest things that we like to see is getting our treatment so that we can stabilize that joint so that it doesn't lead to a chronic problem years down the road, which can cause major issues. And again, that can be anywhere in any kind of office setting or repetitive stress type of setting. The other big thing that we see are accidents or injury type cases. We call it sports injuries or traumas, and that can really happen anywhere from a yoga studio to being in a car accident, the CrossFit gym, or even with our little ones on the football field or in cheer practice, even on the golf course. See a ton of soccer type injuries in our office, and so that's another thing that we really like to evaluate, because if we have an injury to a joint, most of the time, even if it's a small injury, we know that it's going to heal eventually on its own. The problem with that is most of the time the soft tissue doesn't heal like it's supposed to. And so if we can evaluate it early and find out exactly what's going on and help to stabilize and mobilize that joint, we can help it to heal in a much more proper way so that later on down the road we don't have bigger issues. We see this a lot of times with spinal issues. On the football field you may hear of a stinger, or you may talk to a person who has a sprained ankle. It's kind of that old thing where once you sprain your ankle it feels weak moving forward, like it's always going to sprain again. Well, that's because the healing process never really took place like it was supposed to. It gets better and the pain goes away, but there's still an issue there. So that's one thing that we really like to see in our office are people who have had some type of small trauma. It's not necessarily debilitating, but it's a little bit of an issue for them so that we can get them back to normal health so that they don't have a bigger issue down the road. So again, if there's anything that you go through in your daily life or your children or somebody that you love goes through, whether it's through an active type of injury, like at the gym or on the football field, or if it's just simply being at your desk day in and day out that's causing you issues, it's definitely something that we love to help people with. And if there's ever anything we can do, we would love to see you in our office. Our phone number is 918-224-2225, and that's Travis Chiropractic. Thank you.